just hoping that my camera doesn't overheat again because I'm getting really sick and tired of it overheating all the time. Hi guys, my name's Tiffany and I'm a student here at Chapman University, and today I'm going to be talking about my first year here at Chapman. So if you guys didn't know, my major here at Chapman is PrePharmacy FEAP, and a PrePharmacy FEAP student is just a student that goes to Chapman University for 2 years undergrad at the Orange campus, and then they do 3 years at the School of Pharmacy at the Irvine campus. In addition to that, you have eligibility for scholarships, one that's based on your GPA and one that is based on your PCAT score, and then also you get a 5% scholarship just for being a FEAP student here at Chapman. A big question that I get asked all the time is whether or not I have time for anything else, and it's because the pre-pharmacy major is known for being quite rigorous. I feel like I haven't felt like I have no time for anything. I feel like a lot of it is just time management. I feel like this experience is just like any other pre-med student would be going through. I don't feel like it's so difficult that it's impossible, but I also don't feel like it's a breeze to go through, because obviously some days I'm just not thriving and then some days I am. It really just depends. I mean, you're going to this amazing program. You can't just expect it to be easy all the time. So for my first year at Chapman, I decided to dorm. It was sort of something I've always wanted to do when I went to college, because I feel like that's just part of the college experience. I don't think that if I didn't dorm, I wouldn't have been able to meet people, and I feel like that's because when you're part of the FEAP program, you sort of have a set group of friends when you enter college. So I feel like it wouldn't have made a difference if I had commuted or not in terms of making friends, but I feel like it made a difference in terms of my studies. I just cannot work at home. I feel like I like to sleep. That's one thing. I go home and then I just don't think about school until I have to go back to school. Like, I cannot study at home for the life of me, and that's why I feel like I couldn't commute. And actually next year I'm gonna be living on campus as well, and I feel like the dorming experience, for me at least, has been amazing, and that's because my roommate is amazing. When I got my roommate that I did, I was very nervous. I was very scared that, oh, what if we don't get along or anything like that. But honestly, my roommate, she went to Berkeley with me, if you guys remember that, but she is amazing. Like, I honestly love her to death. I'm going to be rooming with her again next year. And also, we got the privileged dorm. It's a double with its own private bathroom, so honestly, like, I've had a really great dorm experience here because I have an amazing dorm, and it's really nice because I feel like there's quite a bit of storage. Not my room in particular. We kind of have a weird setup, which you'll see in the dorm tour that I'm gonna film pretty soon. We have a weird setup, but other rooms that are the same as ours, that are a double and have its own bathroom, have a different storage compartment. But I feel like even with that, I still have quite a bit of room. And also, living with Mari has been a really great experience for me because she is so sweet and so kind, and we rely on each other so much when it comes to anything relating to FEAP. Like today we had an anatomy midterm, and we both stayed up until she stayed up until 4, I stayed up until 6 a.m. But we both stayed up because we were both so stressed out for anatomy. And we just support each other all the time, and I loved having a roommate like Mari. I mean, for me, I recommend dorming, but obviously I had a great experience dorming. I had a great dorm, and I also had a great roommate. So I feel like it can be the best experience of your life. But I do know some people who do not like their roommate at all, and so I guess for them, they might not agree with me on that aspect, but for me, I had a great time, and I love my roommate, so I would recommend it. A surprising thing that I've experienced here at Chapman is the fact that my professors know me, and it's sort of weird because, I mean, I expected that going into a smaller college, but I didn't expect liking it as much as I do. I didn't think that much of it until I actually went to Chapman, and I enjoy it quite a lot. Like today, I actually had lunch with my anatomy professor, and that's because that's what Chapman does. They want you to get to know your professors. It's called Lunch with Your Professors, and we have it each semester, and it's really great because you get to talk to your professor and you get to learn so much about them. For me personally, I feel like I thrive when I'm being not complimented, but like that. It's like I thrive when I know that my work is going towards something, and so I feel like knowing that my teacher knows my name and they know my face, that's why I work so hard, is because I'm getting recognition. Also, I feel like being at a smaller school makes it easier to sort of get your studies in. And I mean that in terms of SIs and office hours, because there's less students per class. It just makes it easier to go in during office hours or SI sessions and ask your question and sort of help you understand the material. I feel like in general, those tutoring hours and also the SI sessions have been extremely helpful with me getting to know what I need to know, especially because SIs are students themselves, so they explain it in a very different way than the teacher does, and they're often a lot better at explaining it than teachers do. And so I feel like for me, that was just like such a great benefit to coming here to Chapman, and honestly, I didn't think it was going to be a big deal until I actually went here. So it's something to keep in mind because it was something I didn't really think much of. So lastly, the clubs and organizations that I'm in right now are the University Program Board. I'm part of their marketing committee, and I'm also a part of Future Pharmacist Club, which is basically where all the FEAPs go. And next year, I'm actually going to be the PR chair for Gamma Beta Phi, which is an honor society here on Chapman. So that sort of ties in with whether or not you have a lot of time for other things. I feel like you do, you just have to be better at time management, and I feel like next year that's going to be something that I need to learn how to do, especially because I did get a board position for Gamma Beta Phi. And I feel like being a committee member in the University Program Board made it really easy for me to meet people who are not in my major, because it's really hard to do that because everyone's taking the same classes as a PrePharmacy FEAP. And then for Gamma Beta Phi, I don't officially start until next year, so I don't really have much to say about it, but I'm very excited to see where that's going to take me. So yeah, those are the clubs and organizations that I'm in right now, and that was my first year here at Chapman. My camera is telling me that it's about to overheat and shut off again, so I'm just going to sign off right now. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!